All right, so the Spurs have asked for some away home games. This has got a lot of Spurs fans pretty riled. Spurs seek to play home games away from At&T Center in 22-23. These are snippets from the article from Jeff Garcia from the Kent's 5 Spurs Zone. So, what you need to know is that the Spurs got just enough approval from Bexar County commissioners to play some of their home games abroad next year, including games in Mexico City, Austin, Monterrey, Mexico, and the Alamodome. County commissioners voted 3-2 to give a preliminary approval for the Spurs to play 4 home games outside of the At&T Center in the 22-23 season. Initially, the team asked to play games away from home for 2 years, but County Commissioner Justin Rodriguez, who we're going to hear from in a little bit in this article, countered with a 1-year deal, which the Spurs representatives agreed to. The vote outcome did cause a stir among Spurs fans and the city, with many feeling uneasy about the Spurs' future in San Antonio. To clear the air, Rodriguez spoke with San Antonio Spurs stars The Blitz with Jason Minix and Joe Rangel about today's outcome and what it means. The way the Spurs painted it is to expand their fan base, Rodriguez said. They want to be able to sell potentially to their Mexican fan base in Mexico City, in Monterrey, as well as their fan base up the road in I-35 in Austin. In addition, he went on to say that the Spurs have reinforced that they are committed to San Antonio. We also receive a full throttled commitment from the Spurs that they are planning to stay here, that this is part of being successful in San Antonio and expanding that fan base, bringing in some different investors in terms of season ticket holders, Rodriguez said. All of these things point to, from my perspective, backing up what their commitment is, Rodriguez said. That is, San Antonio is their home. The Spurs have been in San Antonio for 50 years and hope to be there for another 50 years. There's a lot to unpack here, but ultimately, should Spurs fans be worried? Absolutely not. This is going to reinforce the San Antonio fan base. If you don't know, San Antonio has a huge Hispanic population, and South Texas is booming with Spurs fans, and Mexico City is not a stranger to NBA games already at this point. So the Spurs would like to expand that market. Ultimately, it's about strengthening that community and that fan base that we have in South Texas. But most fans in South Texas and in Mexico are Spurs fans when it comes to NBA basketball. And it would be awesome to reward Austin fans that go and support the G League team with a real NBA game that has stakes to it, that has the NBA players there. It'd be awesome. Nothing but good things. Don't worry, Spurs Nation. I don't think San Antonio is going anywhere. This actually does help keep San Antonio here. People on top in Spurs basketball are saying, hey, man, we got to go and get some season ticket investors from Austin and from Mexico to come and buy season tickets here. In case you didn't know, we're opening up the channel to Spurs Nation. Go ahead and check out the Patreon. If you want a guest show on this channel, if you want to drop videos, video questions, audio questions, comments that get turned into segments on podcast or YouTube videos or things like that. If you want to be involved on that level with the channel, great news. The Patreon is now offering that to Patreon members. Go to patreon.com/SpursTubeTV. Can't wait to get that up and running going into next season. Trying to elevate Spurs Nation here a little bit. And that is your San Antonio Spurs weekly update. I'm Rob Trejo Jr. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we drop new content on the channel. And if you want to check out some San Antonio Spurs breakdowns, check out this playlist that I have for you right here. On the next time, I'm Rob Trejo Jr. This is the Spurs Weekly Update on SpursTube TV.